Yeah, so obviously audience engagement seems to be one of the most important parts of journalism. You guys have, I think, a bit of a different way of engaging people, partially because you have such an independent brand in public media, and partially because you tell long tail stories, right? You have sort of the luxury. How do you differentiate what you're thinking about in terms of engagement with Frontline from your earlier career at Yahoo and other types of journalism?
Yeah, so before this I was at Yahoo, and before that I was at a startup called Talking Points Memo. Both of them were living in the kind of day-to-day, what I kind of, what's I think the best way to describe it is the kind of desktop computer people at work. I think Jonah Peretti of BuzzFeed has called it the kind of bored at work network, which is the kind of audience of people who are ready to watch or click on or read something for, between 3 and 10 minutes between meetings. And that's really the audience that has been the kind of dominant player in terms of driving the way the digital media has evolved in the last 10 years. So if you look at Gawker or BuzzFeed or HuffPo or any of the digital success stories, they've all been built around playing to and figuring out how to create kind of sub-communities within the board at work network. Frontline, on the other hand, is a traditional television show and has a kind of Tuesday night broadcast that reaches 2.5 million people. And those shows, we have 150 about of those shows free streaming on our website. But a huge amount of what we've done in the last 2 years since I got here is to create kind of derivative products and complementary products to those shows that help us to kind of play in that board at work space. So we focused really aggressively on figuring out how to take excerpts of the show and additional reporting after the show that kind of allow people who aren't watching us in broadcast, who are flipping around on the web during the day, to sample pieces of what we're doing, to follow up on pieces that they might have seen on television or online at night during the day, and have kind of created with our website a kind of running conversation with a core group of a couple of 100,000 people who are kind of core Frontline fans. So the site reaches millions of people a month, but there's really a kind of deep engagement with that core group who they want to, after we've done some big investigation questioning the conviction of someone and built a character out in a broadcast, they want to know what happens to that person, and we've built a reporting team to kind of follow up on those stories and keep those threads running.